Welcome back. Today we have a great story with our adventure expert Dan Monsky.
Let's connect with him to see what he has for us today.
And I don't know what it is today.
Hi, Patricia. Hi, Marcella.
Hi.
How is everyone?
We are doing great.
Great, Dan.
Yeah.
Where are you today?
That place looks cool.
Oh, I'm climbing up on the North Shore. And look at the view. Isn't it incredible? This is Lake Superior. It's an inland sea, so you got great scenic vistas and great climbing rocks, too.
It doesn't look like Minnesota to me.
No, it's one of those surprises Minnesota offers.
I want to visit that place.
Oh, Dan, I can't wait to see your climbing story.
Oh, yeah. The climbing story should be good.
Okay, the suspense is over then.
What is the adventure you have for us today?
Yeah, the suspense is killing
the
us.
surprise.
Yes, show us.
All right. Last week I was on the Kettle River, and it was low, but still enjoyable, nice and refreshing to be on. But a couple weeks before that, the river was raging high, flood stage, higher than it had ever been paddled before. So me and a bunch of buddies hit the Kettle for a little whitewater action. Why don't you roll the tape and get ready for a ride?
Wow, the sign is buried.
Wow, this is really high.
I can even imagine paddling there, not even wanting to paddle there.
Oh, it was incredible. The water was so powerful, so fast, and it was so high that it was up in the trees. We couldn't even see oftentimes to scout even beforehand. You want to be able to scout and see what might be downstream so you don't get into a disaster. But there was so much water that it was up in the trees, covering the paths and obscuring everything that we had as a view to see the river. I mean, we could see through the trees, down around the corner in certain spots, but not real good scouting opportunities. But we were comfortable with what we saw and what the conditions were. And we'd been on the river when it was high, just never this high. So I was totally content to put on and see what action we had downstream.
Wow, I cannot believe the water was so high and that you actually wanted to paddle
Oh,
there.
that somebody was actually willing to paddle it.
Looks crazy being a river like that.
And dangerous too, Dan.
But exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting, I think so too.
Yeah. Some people might think we're crazy, but we're completely sane. We're doing it with logic and judgment. We're not doing death-defying acts. We definitely want to survive, but there is something about a flooding river that is so incredibly intense when the features are bigger than you've ever seen and faster and just surreal.
Incredible.
That's exciting but dangerous. I get exhausted just looking at it.
I have to catch my breath.
A little overwhelming.
I'd say I wouldn't get close to that river.
You guys are crazy or exceptional expert?
I think experts, exceptional experts.
Yeah, well, you better be an expert if you're on a river like that, because even if you're with a bunch of paddling buddies, you're still on your own. If anything happened anywhere on the river, they might not even see that you're in trouble, and even if they were behind you and somebody in front got in trouble, you still might not be able to stop. And by the time you can get out, which could be a quarter mile downstream, you might never see them again. It sounds morbid and it sounds potentially crazy and disastrous, but everything's risky. You take a ride on the highway and something can happen. It's all calculated risk, but you minimize that. And the thrills and the excitement that you can get from an experience like that, there's nothing like it at all.
Well, now that we're all exhausted and happy that you're alive, Dan, tell us, how do you feel running in a river like that?
I love big water. I love whitewater kayaking of any sort, whether it's steep creeking, play boating, or big water. I love it all. It's different, and I get different satisfaction from all of it. But when it's high, you just want to take that opportunity because you may never have that again. When I'm running that, I feel exhilarated. I feel excitement inside. I feel the thrill. I'm not afraid running a river that's got danger like that. I'm calm and enjoying it like somebody might be if they're relaxing at a lake or in a park or something like that. It sounds kind of strange, the contrast of the excitement and drama of a place like that, feeling relaxation, but it's a welcoming sensation to have that, and it really feels satisfying. So I enjoy it and seek that out as often as I possibly can.
Your comfort level with danger seems different from other people, Dan.
Yes, actually real and unique.
Yeah.
It's a rare experience that few people have an opportunity to do. That day, there were only 5 of us. Nobody else ran the river that high. We were the only people who had that experience. And that's truly unique too. You know, a lot of people want to know what that was like. So that's satisfying in itself as well, you know, to have that rare experience.
You speak so calmly about paddling rivers like that.
But it's danger out there.
You can see on the sides of the river, there's super huge boiling water piles that are just flowing and billowing up. That is from water rushing downstream through a canyon. You can't even see it. And the water is racing in, hitting a surface, changing direction and flying straight up in the air right there. It's so violent and powerful that it's boiling that high out of the water from down below. And that canyon's 25, 30 feet deep. So there's a lot of water and power in there trying to funnel from a wide river down into that narrow slot. So everything speeds up, everything gets more powerful, and so you got a really violent feature. And you can see those eddies that are churning really fast going back upstream, creating these creases that would swallow anybody and you'd never see them again for a long time.
Dan, there has to be more than danger that attracts you to rivers like that, right?
Right.
Oh, the waves are huge that are blasting really fast. You can just see these features that surfers on the ocean love riding. Well, boaters can ride those too. And you can side surf, you can front surf, you can spin. I mean, it is a great, exciting stomp and ride. And there's haystacks, you know, that create this roller coaster ride down the middle with a lot of speed. So it winds up being a thrill ride that's really exciting and unique. So there's a lot of danger, but there's a lot of fun and excitement on a river like that.
Wow, you extreme kayaker love danger.
And it looks like the most dangerous parts are not in the middle of the river, like you would think, but rather on the sides.
Yeah, in fact, as you can even see in the video, all this water rushing in through the trees from back in the forest. That this river is no longer within the banks of itself, that it's out of control all over the place. And that's where a lot of danger comes in. You have no eddy, you have no place to stop in the river. You'd go off into the trees and get broached or stuck on a tree or a log pile in order to stop, and nobody'd see you. You might even get flipped over and wind up drowning. So, I mean, it's a really dangerous type of environment to be in, and that's why you need to know what you're doing, be comfortable in those conditions, and be trusting of your buddies who also have that same demeanor and skill level for paddling. And it really creates a boater's bond. It's like you guys experience this rare thing together and you're members of an exclusive club. And it develops a real sense of trust and bond that can happen no other way.
Well, you might like that type of danger, but not me.
No way.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you. If you're not interested in paddling anything like this, yeah, I'd say people should stay away and be spectators on shore watching the show.
I agree with that.
Much safer that way.
Well, you have worn us out without even kayaking ourselves. All right.
So, how about next week's story?
It looks like we're going to have more fun and less danger.
Oh, yeah, so next week should be a really fun show. Look at the beauty of the North Shore for rock climbing, so I look forward to presenting that for you guys. So it's fun, Marcella and Patricia. You guys have a good day, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.
Wow.
That was quite a story.
Wow, really.
It was very dangerous out there.
Yeah. It's good to watch
Yes.
from here, right?
Yes. Yes, he's always bringing us all these interesting and exciting stories.
Yes, brilliant.
Yes, and can't wait till next week with the climbing story.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Climbing story.
Yes, so join us back for his adventure next week. And now we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to show you some interesting facts of our local businesses. So stay with us.
Don't go away.